Welcome to Unsolved Mysteries of the Ancient World, where today we dive into the enigmatic depths of the Lost City of Atlantis, a tale of advanced civilizations, mystical powers, and perhaps even extraterrestrial connections. The legend of Atlantis originates from the works of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BCE, Plato describes a powerful and technologically advanced civilization that existed approximately 9,000 years before his time. According to his accounts, Atlantis was a vast island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, known today as the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato portrays Atlantis as a utopian society, rich in resources and advanced in engineering and architecture. The Atlanteans were said to be descendants of the god Poseidon, who divided the island among his 10 sons, establishing a dynasty of kings. The capital city was a marvel of design, featuring concentric rings of land and water, grand temples, and a complex canal system facilitating transportation and irrigation. However, as the Atlanteans grew in power, they became morally corrupt and ambitious, seeking to expand their dominion over the Mediterranean. Their hubris led to a failed attempt to conquer Athens, which, according to Plato, prompted the gods to punish Atlantis. In a single day and night of misfortune, the island was swallowed by the sea and vanished. Scholars have long debated whether Plato's account was a historical record or an allegory intended to convey moral and philosophical lessons. Some suggest that he drew inspiration from older traditions or real events, while others view the story as a fictional narrative designed to illustrate the consequences of human folly and the loss of virtue. Beyond Plato's writings, various cultures have myths and legends that bear similarities to the story of Atlantis. For instance, ancient Egyptian records speak of a great civilization destroyed by a catastrophic flood. The Ebers Papyrus, one of the oldest medical documents, alludes to a sunken land of knowledge, which some interpret as a reference to Atlantis. In Indian mythology, the city of Dwarka, associated with the deity Krishna, is said to have been a prosperous and advanced city that eventually submerged into the sea. Archaeological findings off the coast of modern-day Dwarka have revealed submerged structures, lending some credence to these ancient tales. The Minoan civilization, which thrived on the island of Crete and surrounding areas, experienced a sudden decline around 1600 BCE, possibly due to the catastrophic eruption of the volcano on Thera, modern-day Santorini. This event caused massive tsunamis and widespread destruction, leading some researchers to speculate that the Minoan downfall may have inspired the Atlantis legend. Geological evidence indicates that significant sea level rise and seismic activity occurred around the time Plato claimed Atlantis disappeared. These natural disasters could have led to the sudden submergence of coastal civilizations, giving rise to enduring myths of lost lands and sunken cities. Modern research into the legendary Atlantis has unearthed a wealth of fascinating clues, sparked debates, and given rise to groundbreaking technologies, all aimed at deciphering the ancient mystery. While traditional theories focus on archaeological evidence, the last few decades have seen the emergence of unorthodox interpretations, including mystical and extraterrestrial perspectives. Could Atlantis have been a hub of alien contact, or a civilization that tapped into knowledge beyond our current understanding? In recent years, sonar technology and underwater exploration have uncovered anomalies that many believe could be remnants of Atlantis. Discovered in 1968 near the Bahamas, the Bimini Road is a series of underwater stones arranged in a seemingly deliberate pattern. These rectangular blocks appear to form a paved road or wall, sparking speculation about whether they could be the remains of Atlantean architecture. While mainstream science often attributes the formation to natural geological processes, alternative researchers argue that the precision of the layout points to an intelligent design. The road's location adds a layer of intrigue. The Caribbean and Atlantic regions align with some interpretations of Plato's description of Atlantis. Critics argue it's coincidental, but supporters of the Atlantis theory suggest this could have been part of the civilization's outer territories or a secondary settlement. Located off the coast of Japan, the Yonaguni Monument is a submerged structure featuring sharp edges, terraces, and flat surfaces. Though it's geographically distant from the traditional Atlantis narrative, Some researchers hypothesize that Yonaguni may be evidence of a shared, global knowledge base among ancient civilizations. This fuels theories that Atlantis could have been a central hub for such knowledge, potentially disseminated worldwide. Could the precise carvings and geometric patterns at Yonaguni hint at technologies or tools that originated from Atlantis, or even extraterrestrial sources? Modern advancements in satellite imaging, ground-penetrating radar, and underwater drones have added new dimensions to the search for Atlantis. In the 21st century, sonar imaging revealed underwater formations off the coast of Cuba, approximately 2,200 feet below the surface. These formations resemble grid-like patterns of streets and structures, including what some describe as pyramids. The depth suggests that if these structures are man-made, they predate known human civilizations, possibly aligning with the timeline of Atlantis' supposed existence. Researchers using magnetometry to map the ocean floor have found regions with unusually strong magnetic fields near suspected Atlantean locations. Mystical theorists propose that Atlantis may have used crystals or other unknown materials to harness Earth's magnetic energy. Could these anomalies be remnants of an ancient power source, something akin to Tesla's theories of wireless energy transfer, but perfected thousands of years ago? Such findings encourage the belief that Atlantis was more than a city. It was an advanced energy hub, potentially utilizing technology taught or gifted by extraterrestrial beings. The idea that Atlantis was influenced, or even created, by extraterrestrial beings has captivated researchers and sci-fi enthusiasts alike. Ancient astronaut theorists argue that the Atlanteans' technological sophistication could not have been achieved without external intervention. They cite the precision of Plato's descriptions, particularly the city's concentric rings of land and water, as evidence of advanced urban planning guided by extraterrestrial knowledge. Many researchers point out that Atlantis's layout, as described by Plato, aligns perfectly with celestial patterns. Some believe this reflects a deep understanding of astronomy, possibly imparted by alien visitors. Orichalcum was mentioned by Plato in his Critias dialogue. Could this mythical metal, described as shining like fire, be an extraterrestrial material? Some theorists suggest orichalcum might have been an alloy with properties unknown on Earth, further linking Atlantis to alien intervention. Proponents of the alien theory highlight the remarkable similarities between Atlantis and other ancient sites. The pyramids of Egypt and Mesoamerica align with celestial bodies, much like Atlantis was said to. Could these cultures have shared knowledge originating from the Lost City? The enormous geoglyphs in Peru, known as the Nazca Lines, are visible only from above, suggesting aerial navigation, a skill possibly shared with Atlantis. Constructions like Stonehenge and other megalithic structures also reflect advanced engineering that some theorists attribute to extraterrestrial guidance. If Atlantis was the epicenter of alien-human interaction, it could explain the shared advancements across civilizations that were otherwise isolated by geography. Beyond the fascinating alien theories, the legend of Atlantis is deeply intertwined with mystical beliefs and spiritual concepts, captivating the imagination of truth-seekers and dreamers alike. The American mystic Edgar Cayce claimed to have visions of Atlantis, describing it as a technologically advanced society that ultimately fell due to the misuse of its power. Cayce predicted that remnants of Atlantis would rise again, particularly near the Bimini area, a claim that gained attention after the discovery of the Bimini Road. Many esoteric traditions connect Atlantis with the use of crystals for energy and healing. According to mystical lore, the Atlanteans were masters of vibrational energy, channeling it through large crystals to power their cities and enhance their spiritual development. Could this knowledge have originated from a deeper understanding of quantum energy, or from teachings by beings beyond Earth? Some even speculate that modern experiments with quantum mechanics and energy fields are rediscoveries of ancient Atlantean principles. Mystics also tie Atlantis to the Akashic Records, a supposed cosmic library containing all knowledge of the universe. They believe Atlanteans may have accessed these records, granting them unparalleled wisdom. This concept, while unprovable, adds a spiritual layer to the Atlantis mystery. portraying the city as a bridge between the physical and metaphysical realms. Despite these advancements in theories, Atlantis remains elusive. Could modern sonar and satellite technologies finally pinpoint its location? Are we on the brink of uncovering artifacts that defy our understanding of ancient civilizations? If alien or mystical influences were indeed part of Atlantis' story, what implications would that have for our perception of humanity's place in the universe? The deeper researchers dig, the more tantalizing clues emerge. Each discovery pushes the boundaries of what we know, keeping the legend of Atlantis alive and thriving in the realms of science, spirituality, and speculative fiction. If the technologies of Atlantis were so advanced that they bordered on the miraculous, why did they vanish? One haunting theory posits that their innovations led to their downfall. Perhaps their experiments with energy destabilized the Earth's crust, triggering the cataclysm that submerged their island. Alternatively, if extraterrestrial beings were involved, could Atlantis have been abandoned or even destroyed when humanity proved itself unworthy of such power? The Great Atlantis. What if it wasn't just an advanced human civilization, but something far beyond our comprehension? If you found this journey intriguing, please like this video and subscribe to Unexplanium for more deep dives into the enigmas of history. In our next episode, we'll investigate the Nazca lines of Peru, vast geoglyphs etched into the desert whose purpose and origins remain a subject of debate. Until then, stay curious and keep questioning the mysteries of our world.